is mental health quite a big thing for you to make sure that you are healthy?
I know it's a
mentally,
touchy
or-
subject, mental health.
It's something we touch on a lot on the podcast.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Okay. Because I'm not very good at describing mental health because I'm very actually quite clear of it. I'm quite lucky because I don't really struggle with it that much. But I think there is obviously moments that everyone has where they struggle with mental health. And I think that's just a part of the social construct now. And I think, imagine years ago, right? There's a farmer, okay? Depression hasn't even been made yet, okay? But it is a thing, but it hasn't been diagnosed, hasn't been labelled, right? The doctors have no clue. Farmers and doctors, they'd still get depressed, but it wouldn't have even been labelled, okay? So what they would have done is gone to the pub instead and had a pint. But nowadays, it's because we know it's a thing, I do think it makes it a lot worse. Because it's you're there this has got to be it. You're diagnosing yourself with it, whatever it is. I'm not going to label it anything, and I think that just makes it worse. It's a tough one.
So it's almost some people might not actually be depressed. Have some, it's like on TikTok where people say, "Oh, I've got ADHD" and things like that, where they kind of almost self-diagnose themselves.
Yeah,
and therefore that actually probably makes the situation worse than it is.
Unfortunately, I think that's the case.
Okay.
In my opinion, but obviously doctors might say otherwise. Placebo effects exist.
Yeah.
I think highly that is a thing that happens with people nowadays.
No, that's fair.
It's interesting. It's interesting. Because obviously you used the point about back in the day when depression wasn't a term just thrown about and people would just go to the pub and get on with it. Yeah. I just want to pose a different viewpoint of looking at it. Say the people that are actually depressed, but obviously they've not got a term for it and they've not diagnosed anything.
Back in the day,
yeah. Aren't those the same people that would just struggle in silence forever, even if they are going to the pub and then they're just going back to their lives and they're still depressed because no one's able to talk to them about it because they don't know that they're depressed or they have depression.
So you're saying actually it being a thing is obviously helping because it's you've gone, this is what I've got, and then you've gone oh, and that's it. You just deal with
my
it.
point is,
or you can take a pill or something. I don't actually know how to cure depression. If I did, I'd be a millionaire. I think a multi-trillionaire.
Yeah, I mean you have antidepressants obviously, but I think more to the point that once you acknowledge it and you know that you're struggling, then you can really seek help. I think especially back in the in the day you're talking about.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's
common ground found.
I have to agree with that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But yeah,